Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, let's just dive right into it. Today, we're talking about something I think pretty much all of us desperately need in our modern hyperconnected world, finding a tiny sliver of genuine, quiet peace. We're unpacking a guided Zen meditation practice derived straight from a beautiful mindfulness framework. Basically, this explainer is designed to help you clear out all that constant mental chatter, achieve a state of absolute nothingness, and systematically release the stress that's been piling up all day. It's an incredible journey from total chaos to total clarity, and I am so pumped to walk you through it.
So let me ask you a question, and hey, be totally honest with yourself here. Are you feeling overwhelmed right now? Are you carrying the weight of yesterday's arguments, today's crazy deadlines, and tomorrow's creeping anxieties? Look, if you are, you're definitely not alone. The whole point of today's exploration is to introduce Zen meditation not as some kind of quick fix band-aid, but as the literal foundational practice of all mindfulness. It's a deliberate, structured method to essentially hit the reset button on your internal operating system. We're aiming to create a completely empty, peaceful mind.
Section 1. Preparing for Zen meditation. Physical alignment for mental clarity. Let's jump in. So, true stillness in the mind, it actually starts with how we physically position our bodies. I mean, you can't really expect your brain to relax if your body is all tense and misaligned, right? The absolute beauty of this practice is just how accessible it is. You don't need to twist yourself into some complicated pretzel or lotus position. Honestly, just sit on a chair or cross-legged on the floor. Whatever works best for you. The crucial thing here is using a cushion. Pop it behind your back or tuck it right under your hips. This naturally straightens your spine so you aren't fighting to sit upright. Then, just rest your hands, palms up, right on your thighs. That simple move instantly signals a state of openness and receptivity to your brain. Moving on to Section 2, the art of breathing. Entering the state of mu, or nothingness. Okay, so this is the exact moment we cross the threshold from the physical world into the mental one. Go ahead and gently close your eyes. The mechanics of the breath here are incredibly simple, but they actually require intense focus. You're going to inhale quietly through your nose and exhale super slowly through your mouth. But here's the real secret to sweeping your mind clean. It is all about your focus. Give your 100% complete attention to the quiet sounds of your breathing, not the physical feeling in your chest, but the actual subtle acoustic sound of the air moving in and out. By giving your brain this one tiny specific detail to focus on, all those noisy, racing thoughts just naturally get crowded out. A mind becoming completely empty with every single breath. Just spend a moment here, simply repeating the breath, letting the mind become a total blank slate. Every single exhale is literally pushing the mental clutter out the door, leaving behind this perfectly empty, quiet space. All right, Section 3, observing your true emotions, becoming the inner watcher. Now that the surface noise is gone, we can finally get down to the real work. We're shifting our focus inward. What I want you to do is gently pick just one recent thought, or maybe a daily concern that floated into your head earlier, and sort of hold it up to the light to quietly observe it. What exactly is the feeling attached to it? Is it anger? Maybe anxiety? Regret? Or maybe just a general dissatisfaction with how your day panned out? Defining the emotion like this strips away its vague, overwhelming power. It turns it into a tangible object we can actually examine. Now, for this stage, solitary observation is absolutely vital. If the event that sparked your emotion involved a coworker, your partner, or a friend, you've got to temporarily set them aside. Seriously, leave other people out of the equation entirely for right now. Why? Because the second we start focusing on what someone else did, we immediately start pointing fingers and spinning narratives. Solitary observation forces the spotlight entirely onto your own internal emotional state. This isn't about them, it's completely about what is happening inside of you. Which brings us to Section 4, discovering the root cause, the interrogation sequence. Think of this part as a gentle but relentless interrogation sequence with your own subconscious. We are literally digging beneath the raw emotion we just labeled to find the true beating hearts underneath it all. We start with the most direct question. Why did you feel that emotion? Say you labeled your feeling as anger. Well, ask yourself, why anger specifically? Try to look past the immediate trigger. We're really probing the soil here, looking for the deep roots of the weed, not just the leaves on the surface. Then you immediately follow that up with a second question. What did you really want? This is where it gets super fascinating. A lot of the time, a negative emotion is actually just a disguise for a completely unfulfilled desire. Did you want respect? Did you just want to feel heard?
Or maybe you just desperately wanted a moment of peace. Finding that hidden desire is the ultimate key to unraveling the frustration.
Let's push even deeper. Ask yourself, what inside of you is being hurt? You know, it's almost never our physical selves that are hurting in these moments. It's our pride, our sense of security, or maybe a deep fear of inadequacy that takes the hit. Just acknowledging that hurt, that is a profound act of self-honesty right there.
And finally, we deliver the absolute piercing conclusion to this sequence. What part of you is being obstructed? Like, what is this situation actually preventing you from doing or being? When you finally answer this, you completely uncover the root cause resting way down beneath that surface emotion. You've stripped away the anger or the anxiety to reveal a pure blocked intention.
And that takes us to Section 5, Embracing Freedom and the Present, Liberating the Mind.
Having done all that heavy, deep, investigative work, we can finally lift our energy. This right here is the mechanics of true liberation. See, we all have these subconscious ideals, the peace, the respect, or the creativity we genuinely crave, but they are so often blocked by obstructing thoughts, like those tangled emotions that bind us up. By exploring the root causes, exactly like we just did, we actively release those negative thoughts, which finally allows our true ideals to flourish.
Which leads us to this core, incredibly empowering realization. We are inherently free. There is zero need to be bound by anything. Think about it. The human mind, by its very nature, is completely unattached. All those emotions and stressors we drag around, they aren't permanently glued to us. They're literally just passing weather. The sky underneath it all is always expansive and totally clear. So what exactly do we do with that kind of freedom? Well, we have to actively find beauty in our lives. We have to love the present you, not the you from 5 years ago, and definitely not some idealized you of the future, but the real person sitting right here, right now. And we need to embrace this exact shining moment. It's all about realizing that living in the present moment of eternity, that is where all of our true power actually lies. I really want to share this visualization with you because it's just incredibly moving. Release the heart at the root of your emotions into the beautiful sky and let it fly free. I mean, just imagine that for a second. All that heavy, tangled emotion you just unraveled during the interrogation sequence, you just let it go. You literally watch it soar up into an endless blue expanse, leaving you with absolutely nothing but emotional openness and a deep, deep physical relaxation.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer today. But I want to leave you with one final thought as you step back into your day. If your mind is truly a limitless sky, what will you choose to let fly in it tomorrow? You've got the tools now. You can clear the clouds and you can understand the storms. Making the Zen practice a daily habit ensures that the sky remains yours to command. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring.